Виктора надо держать. Виктор.
Greetings, everyone. Russia's got the puck, and they get to make the first play. Shooting, save, puck out in front.
Дайте место с тормозами.
St. Louis lugging the puck in neutral ice. Moves it to the barrier at center ice. They've got a 2-on-1. Look at this chance. And so now a penalty will be handed out.
Yeah.
Victor's going to be boxed for 2 minutes, and the call is interference. There's always a start to your power play night, and this is number 1. Shoot! Right into the slot. Not there.
Sometimes you can be too cute. You're in the middle of the ice. You want to make a perfect shot. He misses the net.
Good job with the poke check. He's got to make them chase it here. It's risky business here, especially when you've been there a lot. Loose puck gathered by Victor. Directing that one to Kuznetsov. Finessed to Victor. In the slot, he's taken a perfect centering pass. Russia's in control of the puck in their own end and readying an attack. The Russians have killed it off. Through the neutral zone, hanging on to it. Good use of the stick, broke that pass up. The Russians starting back in their own end. And he carries it out of his own end. Cranes the shot. Score!
Oh, давай.
Some shots, only one goal.
A lot of opportunities. Love the mindset of getting pucks and people to the net.
Loose puck brought in by Alexei. Wonderful save with a pad. In their own end, continuing. Pass attempt to Bass. The Russians through the neutral zone have possession. And the puck taken over by Victor. Hanging on to it now at center ice. Gathered in by Alexei to Kuznetsov. The Russians have control of the puck in their own end. And it's corralled in the defensive zone by Datsyuk. Pitching it to Bass. Carries it toward the woodwork. Could not be filtered through. A strong play by Victor. Shoots. Wonderful work in close and a brilliant save.
You don't get many better opportunities than that. Great save.
A good reach prevailed. St. Louis starting back in their own end. Pressing on with it in center ice. And that's an offside.
Вот это хорошо, что начинаем разговаривать.
Just a little under 9 minutes left in the first. Russia's up in this game 1-0.
Ебать, как его Маркус не любит.
St. Louis shifting from defense to offense, but in neutral ice. Back near the blue line to Podakarovsky. Strong play, good reach. Slid to Bass. And angled to Bates. Back in front. That hits somebody. Score! And the game is even. Russia's got that neutral zone faceoff. And this play is whistled down. It is offside. A great job there poking it through, and he continues. Slides it to the point to Victor. Picked up in the attacking zone. Got it at the point. Fantastic shutdown. Still has control through the neutral zone. He showed us a lot on that one. Oh, that's good. One-timer. That one blocked. Can he generate something? One-timer. Podakarovsky's looking for some trouble here.
Hurry up already. Drop your gloves.
And possession established on the pickup by Datsyuk. Wheels it on behind his own net and looks. Knocked right off the stick. Puck gathered in by Victor. The Russians lug that along in the defensive zone. And he drives on
Ты зря сказал, я уже
He's
отсканул.
at the bench, extra man over the boards. Forcing attention indeed. Score!
Сука, посихуй, блядь, тварь!
The Russians have broken the tie. Perhaps they can build on this lead here in the first period. Solid win at center ice. Now what? They will get a breather shortly, but what will happen next? Russia's lugging it along in neutral ice. With a shot. Padded away. Got in the way of that one. Goal is placed. Clock stopped. Off the face-off, he ties his man up and save! And a whistle.
Да.
Good clean win on the draw. Great glove grab. The first period has come to an end. We started in a scoreless tie. At least we have a score now, but it's not tied. Hockey's narrowest lead is what we have here. One goal.
Не, сильные не пидоры, сильные, молодцы. А
We
как
have
это
20
делать?
minutes down. We have lots of time still to go. What are your thoughts so far, Edson?
The Russians are down only by one, Doc, and they're lucky. The way they turned over the puck in that first period, this could easily be a 3 or 4 goal deficit.
Scooped up by Alexei. To Kuznetsov. Passing one off now to Victor. Looks ahead to start something. The Russians are moving the puck in neutral ice. Chip to Bates. Really good move. Great opportunity. Wonderful save. What a skill level there.
You talk about cutting down the angle. Perfectly executed by the goaltender.
One team is going to be short from this. Let's see what the call is. The Russians suffer a tripping call. And so begins power play number 1. Let's see if it's power play goal number 1. Possession taken by Datsyuk. To Bass.
Bass has been a playmaking machine so far. He's got 2 assists. He's been fabulous.
That is defense. Now it's directed to Datsyuk. Carries it up the side. Now possession established in neutral ice by Datsyuk. Drives to the net. Pass cut. Cleared out, and that forces them to drop back. Now the puck rounded up by Victor. Lets it fly. Piece of it. Rebound. The Russians in their own end controlling play now. Lots on that. They score! A power play goal.
Вообще я за ворота и давал. Это об него попало.
Now build a lead of 2. Perhaps they can build on it even more before
Да.
the end of the second period. Propelled to Bass. What a ripper! The Russians with possession in their own end. Looking to Victor. Laid on to Kuznetsov. Good solid defensive play there. Penalty coming up, but it's a delayed call. Oh, that one went in off the defense. My, oh my. Russia's gotten an important goal here. They call it the proximate goal. It gets you back to within 1. And considering we're in the second period, that's a nice step. Off a body. Enormous hit.
Oh, he's been looking for that hit all night.
6 minutes, 51 seconds.
The Russians continue on in the defensive zone. And snapped up by Alexei. And a save. One-timer. Score! Who gets the next one? Maybe nobody. Dallas has enlarged their lead now to 2. And we're in the second period, so much more time to build on that. Let's see if they can keep momentum.
Тренировка.
Snapped up by Victor. Pitching this one to Bates. Back in his defensive
Я
end
сейчас
again.
давал по борту
That
давал.
one comes right on his stick. Not very long, but good. The Russians organizing back in their own end. And sent away to Bates. Good centering pass to the slot. Oh, what a terrific save in close.
You want to score goals, you have to go to this area.
Defensive zone win. The Russians continue on in their own end. Gathered in by Ponikarovsky. In the defensive zone, possession with him still. Puck is seized by Ponikarovsky. Along the boards, he keeps it going. He's turned back now to the defensive zone. Looking for some help back in his own end. Picks it up in his own end. Russia's in their own end and on the move. Trying to go to Kuznetsov. Right into the slot. St. Louis carrying it through center.
Perfect passing right through center.
Snapping a pass to Victor. Took it in the corner and took a look too. Outstanding play. That orange banded arm is up. A penalty is coming out. But play continues. Waz gets an interference minor. 2 minutes. Anything you do once, you can do twice. Let's see if that applies to this particular power play. Solid, clean win.
Time of the penalty.
Cleared. A lot of work, but penalty time less and less now. And possession snapped up by Victor. Continuing in the defensive zone.
Занят.
Pointed to Datsuk. And he skates it back to regroup. Picked up along the boards by Datsuk. The Russians carrying it through the neutral zone. Jabbed away by Victor. There is a slash on that play, and it is going to be called. Russia survived it. Back even. The Russians have control of the puck at center ice. St. Louis has gotten the goalie to the bench, and the extra man's on. Victor's penalized 2 minutes for slashing. Anything you do once, you can do twice. Let's see if that applies to this particular power play. And still with it in their own end.
26 seconds.
Nearing the last minute of this middle period.
1 minute left.
Really good deflection. No harm. The Russians in possession as they travel in their own end. A chance to clear. Good job. He rubbed him right out.
The fans along the glass gotta love that hit.
Outstanding glove save. Wow, and for sure he'll be taken to task.
You got a couple of big humans scrapping there.
Oh, man, what a haymaker.
Too much too soon there. That was a huge punch.
Well, the home team just rolling right over top of the visitors. The crowd is all over them right now.
It's a 5-on-3, it's a power play, and it's a chance to do some damage. Sent on further, they'll have to return. And the puck is seized by Victor. The Russians ready an attack back in the defensive zone. Gets in. What'll he do? 40 minutes have been played. A rest is deserved. We are entering the third period. Based on the first two, what are you expecting to happen?
Russia's coaching staff, Doc, has to be pretty pleased the way they played through the first 40 minutes of play.
Прям крик души, блядь.
One area of concern has been their offense. They need to take advantage of all the time of possession and finally put the puck into the back of the net.
So on this power play, they will resume from their own end of the ice. St. Louis carrying on through center. It's an onside play. Heads to the front. Rister. Oh, a save there. I think this is a good point to hear from Ray Ferraro.
Always the reason you hit is to separate body from puck. Because he's been so physical, he's turned the puck over several times tonight.
Okay, Ray, he is a special player to watch. Beat him on that one. Wonderful save. He scores. That one ricocheted.
Соберитесь, Прометеус. Покахонтас.
They win the draw and will now set up an attack. Bounced off the boards to Datsu. A shot. Outstanding save. Difficult opportunity.
A quick developing play right in front. Almost looks like he's too close to the goaltender.